Have you ever stopped to think about the games that truly leave a mark on a gamer's life and forever change the way we play? The truth is, some games go beyond the screen, managing to transport us into incredible worlds, placing us at the center of epic stories, and challenging us in ways we never imagined. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Get ready to discover, or rediscover, the games every gamer should play. I'm Jax, and if you're new here, welcome to the Play Hunters channel. I bring you daily content so you don't miss a single detail of the gaming universe. And if you could subscribe to help me grow, I'd be really grateful. Starting the list with a true masterpiece, The Witcher 3 is not just a game, but an epic journey that redefines what it means to explore an open world. The engaging narrative places you in a universe full of impactful choices, where every decision can change the course of the story. The graphics impress with their level of detail, transporting the player into settings that seem straight out of a movie. The side missions, always memorable, deliver stories so well crafted that they easily rival the main plot of other games. Exploring the vast lands of the game reveals a nearly artisan level of care in the construction of every element. The dialogues, full of nuance and emotion, build complex characters that leave a mark on the player's memory. The progression system is another highlight, bringing abilities and equipment that make every achievement feel meaningful and transformative. It's not just an adventure, it's a complete immersion into a living, breathing world. The combat provides an intense and rewarding gameplay, blending dynamic attacks with magic and strategies that test the player's skill. During horseback travels, between dense forests and lively villages, it's easy to get lost in the beauty and detail of this universe. Few games manage to balance narrative and gameplay so well, creating an essential work for any game lover. Next, we have Metro Exodus, a masterpiece that blends survival and narrative with mastery in a breathtaking post-apocalyptic world. With a more expansive approach than the previous entries in the series, the game delivers an immersive atmosphere, where every detail seems designed to transport the player into a desolate yet story-filled environment. The crafting system is one of the highlights, allowing players to create or upgrade equipment while exploring abandoned train cars or discovering hidden refuges. The real standout is in the dynamism of the open areas, while still maintaining the suffocating tension that has always been a trademark of the franchise. Each new region has its own identity, with unique challenges and moments where you must stop, breathe, and decide the best approach. The cycle of day and night, combined with changing seasons, brings a sense of progression that makes you consider every step you take. All of this is accompanied by soundtracks that heighten immersion, whether in the cutting silence of the landscapes or in moments of pure adrenaline. The mechanics of combat and stealth shine, offering the freedom to confront or avoid conflicts. Moments where scarce resources test your improvisational skills are frequent and ensure that the gameplay remains engaging. By combining detailed exploration and tense combat, this post-apocalyptic adventure manages to be unique while honoring its roots. In third place, Resident Evil 4 Remake is a flawless reimagining of one of the most iconic games in history. While it preserves the essence that made it legendary, the new version modernizes every aspect with impressive care. Incredibly detailed graphics bring to life environments that were once limited by the technology of their time, transforming the village and its surroundings into even more oppressive and realistic settings. The result is a complete immersion, where every detail, from the shadows to the behavior of enemies, was designed to heighten the tension. The improvements don't stop there. The combat has been completely revamped, with smoother animations and a movement system that offers greater control and precision. The action sequences now feel more organic, eliminating the rigidity of the original and allowing for more dynamic interactions with the environment, such as dodging attacks or using items in the surroundings to your advantage. The enemy's AI has also received a significant update, making confrontations more challenging and unpredictable. It's an experience that respects the past but shines with the quality of today's best games. The narrative has gained deeper layers, enriching the dialogues and bringing a more cinematic approach to the story. The balance between action and horror is even more refined, with a soundtrack that intensifies the moments of greatest suspense. Compared to the original, the remake is a giant leap in both technical and narrative terms, delivering something that feels nostalgic yet entirely new. In fourth place, Elden Ring stands as a landmark for open-world games, offering a journey that challenges the standards of the genre. Developed with collaboration from the creator of Game of Thrones, the game presents a fragmented narrative that unfolds in pieces, sparking curiosity with every discovery. The vast and detailed map invites exploration, with secrets hidden in ruins, caves, and castles that reward attentive players. The freedom of approach is what makes each journey so unique, allowing for different strategies to face challenges. The combat system maintains the complexity characteristic of its series of origin, but expands possibilities with new mechanics, such as the use of mounts and special abilities that make the battles even more intense. Each area visited brings a distinct atmosphere, with enemies and challenges that adapt to the environment, forcing the player to constantly rethink their tactics. It's a world that doesn't guide you by the hand, but rewards curiosity and the desire to explore without fear. The game's design integrates narrative, gameplay, and atmosphere organically, creating a cohesive and engaging game. Repetitive missions and obvious objectives give way to challenges that emerge naturally, encouraging the player to venture on their own. Compared to other games in the genre, the fusion of freedom and challenge puts it on a level that's hard to reach, making each victory even more memorable. In fifth place, Ghost of Tsushima delivers a visually stunning adventure that celebrates the culture and history of feudal Japan. The game stands out for its rich setting, with landscapes that look like moving paintings, where golden fields, dense forests, and ancient temples invite the player to explore every corner. The narrative blends honor, loyalty, and sacrifice, transporting players to an era marked by intense battles and tough decisions. It's a work that unexpectedly connects action and emotion. The gameplay is fluid and offers a multifaceted approach to each situation. While direct confrontations are brutal and strategic, stealth moments demand patience and precision. Each acquired skill or improved piece of equipment changes the way combat unfolds, giving the player a chance to adapt their style. The side missions are engaging and help expand the island's context, revealing deep stories about its inhabitants and the impact of the conflict. The game also impresses with its attention to cultural authenticity, from the iconic soundtrack to the details in clothing and weapons. This dedication to historical realism, combined with a powerful narrative, creates a unique experience in the genre. It's a game that masterfully balances exploration, freedom, and intense combat, ensuring memorable moments with each new discovery. In sixth place, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 takes superhero games to the next level with an engaging narrative and even more refined mechanics. The game keeps the vibrant essence of its predecessor, but adds new layers of depth to both the story and the gameplay. New York City is even more detailed, with neighborhoods that reflect the dynamism and real life feel impressively. Every movement through the city skies feels fluid and emotional, while the plot explores personal conflicts and large-scale threats. The gameplay shines with the introduction of new abilities and the smooth transition between the two protagonists, allowing different approaches to combat and missions. Each encounter requires attention and adaptation, with more challenging enemies and varied strategies to defeat them. The open world is filled with activities that complement the main story, keeping the player constantly engaged and eager to explore every detail. The visuals are another highlight, with graphic improvements that make every environment and character even more realistic. The combination of a captivating narrative, intense action, and careful design makes this game one of the genre's greatest successes. It doesn't just do justice to Spider-Man, but establishes the game as a benchmark in the superhero genre. In 7th place, Bloodborne stands out as a truly unique game, both for its atmosphere and its challenging mechanics. Set in a gothic city full of mysteries and dangers, it immerses the player in a dense atmosphere where every visual detail tells a story. The world design is intricate, linking areas in clever ways and revealing hidden secrets that make exploration thrilling. Few games manage to create such a cohesive universe, one that's both oppressive and irresistible. The combat, which does away with conventional shields, demands a more aggressive and strategic approach, creating a distinctive pace. The mechanic of recovering health by attacking shortly after taking damage is one of the innovations that encourages a bolder gameplay style. This approach makes every battle a constant test of skill and nerve, setting the game apart from others in the genre. Each weapon available has transformations that completely change the combat style, adding layers of depth to the gameplay. The fragmented storyline is another element that makes it special. There are no easy explanations or direct answers. Instead, the game challenges the player to piece things together and uncover its secrets. This narrative, combined with impeccable art direction and a haunting soundtrack, creates a work that's more than just a challenge. It's an immersive, inimitable experience that stays alive in the memory of those brave enough to explore it. Arriving at 8th place, Days Gone offers a unique perspective on a post-apocalyptic world marked by survival and human relationships amid chaos. The game transports players to a vast region dominated by fast zombies and constant danger, where unpredictability turns every encounter into a challenge. The setting, with dense forests, deserted roads, and abandoned villages, not only emphasizes isolation, but also invites exploration for secrets and resources. The combat strikes a balance between action and stealth, allowing different approaches to each situation. Facing huge hordes is a true test of planning and skill, while the motorcycle, a central gameplay element, is not just a means of transport but also a symbol of survival and customization. It's a feature that transforms the way players interact with the world, making each trip significant. The game also explores themes like loyalty and loss, drawing the player into an emotionally charged narrative. The missions, both main and side quests, are structured to reveal layers of the story and the protagonist, creating connections that hold the player's interest from start to finish. The combination of constant tension and moments of reflection places this game as a must-play for anyone who enjoys games full of emotion and action. In 9th place, Black Myth: Wukong is one of the most beautiful games of the moment, drawing inspiration from Chinese mythology to create something entirely unique. The game combines a fantastic world full of mystical creatures with a fluid and challenging combat system. The richness of detail in the environments and the creativity in enemy design make every encounter memorable. The sense of being immersed in a legend is constant, thanks to the narrative that mixes epic elements with introspective moments. The combat stands out for its intensity, with quick strikes and abilities that allow players to experiment with different styles. Each adversary demands specific strategies, making the battles unpredictable and exciting. The use of transformations and special abilities adds layers of complexity, enabling the player to adapt their style to various situations. This depth in the combat system makes every confrontation impactful, marking progress in the journey. The world design is equally captivating, with areas that reflect both the beauty and danger of the presented universe. The environments alternate between lush locations and dark atmospheres, always encouraging exploration. Attention to detail, from lighting to the soundtrack, enhances immersion, making this game one of the most promising productions of this generation. In 10th place, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth arrives as a bold reimagining of a classic that has captured generations. The richness of the narrative remains intact, now expanded with new elements that deepen the story. The world has gained impressive scale, with detailed landscapes and vibrant cities that make exploration one of the highlights. This balance between nostalgia and innovation is what makes it stand out in the series. The gameplay combines real-time action with tactical strategies, offering an intense and engaging dynamic during battles. Each ability and combination between characters is essential to overcoming challenges, requiring quick and precise decisions. The diversity in environments and enemies keeps the game's pace varied, while the progression system motivates players to find new ways to optimize their group's performance. The sense of evolution is constant with each step of the journey. From calmer moments to epic battles, everything is designed to keep the player immersed. The soundtracks, both classic and reimagined, create a powerful emotional connection, while the graphics bring every detail of the universe to life. This combination of elements makes the game indispensable for both veterans and those looking to dive into this world for the first time. In 11th place, Sekiro stands out for its unique approach to the action-adventure genre. Set in a reimagined feudal Japan, it blends historical elements with fantasy touches, creating an engaging and challenging universe. The highlight is the precision of combat, which demands quick reflexes and well-thought-out strategies to overcome formidable enemies. Each confrontation is a test of skill that rewards persistence and attention to detail. The movement mechanics add an extra dimension to the gameplay, allowing greater freedom to explore vertical environments and plan attacks with creativity. Boss fights, known for their unique design and high difficulty, have become iconic in the gaming world. The use of specific tools in the protagonist's arm expands the possibilities, creating combinations that keep every action-packed moment dynamic and impactful. The way the world is built deserves attention, with varied environments alternating between dense forests, abandoned temples, and imposing castles. The journey is visually stunning and challenging. The narrative, though subtle, is intriguing and slowly unfolds, encouraging curiosity and exploration. This balance between challenge and discovery places the game among the best and most unique of its generation. In 12th place, God of War Ragnarok is a game that raises the standard for the franchise with a deeply emotional narrative and intense combat. The journey unfolds in vibrant Nordic realms, with stunning environments and details that enrich each moment. The plot explores family bonds and sacrifices, keeping the player connected to the events through memorable dialogues and impactful twists. The combat system has evolved significantly, introducing new mechanics and abilities that make the confrontations even more dynamic. Enemies are more diverse and require varied strategies to defeat, maintaining tension with every encounter. Additional tools and combinations of movements bring a renewed rhythm, allowing the player to explore the full potential of each battle. With environments that range between grandeur and delicacy, the game establishes itself as a visual landmark. Every location visited reflects a unique atmosphere, while the soundtrack amplifies emotions at key moments. This combination of a captivating narrative and robust gameplay makes the game one of the greatest highlights of this generation, ensuring an unforgettable experience for any player. In 13th place, this game is a continuation that elevates the concept of exploration and freedom in open worlds. The mechanics allow interaction with the environment in unprecedented ways, providing a sense of creativity that transforms every moment into something special. The map, rich in detail, features intriguing locations and smart challenges that reward curiosity and planning. Exploration takes on a new dimension with areas that enhance the feeling of immersion, requiring innovative solutions to overcome obstacles. The freedom to approach each challenge ensures that no path is the same, keeping the adventure's pace consistently engaging. This mix of diverse environments and interactive systems creates a world that is both vast and dynamic. The way the game blends narrative and gameplay is one of its greatest triumphs. The story unfolds naturally, integrating with the exploration and inviting the player to uncover every detail at their own pace. The soundtrack, delicately synchronized with the journey's moments, reinforces immersion and makes every discovery even more significant. This balance between innovation and atmosphere makes this game essential for lovers of open-world adventures. In 14th place, Uncharted 4 delivers a cinematic adventure that blends an engaging narrative with breathtaking moments. The story immerses the player in a journey full of twists, exploring themes of family, friendship, and the search for purpose. The setting is stunning, with varied environments ranging from lush landscapes to locations full of mysteries and secrets waiting to be discovered. The gameplay strikes a perfect balance between action and exploration. The combat sequences are dynamic, while the climbing moments and puzzle-solving complement the gameplay harmoniously. Each situation requires different strategies, keeping the pace of the adventure exciting. Interactions with the environment bring a rare fluidity, making each part of the journey feel natural and organic. The sense of progression is significant with each step of the journey. From grandiose settings to more intimate moments, everything in the game is designed to capture the player. The soundtrack and dialogues contribute to creating an emotional connection, amplifying the impact of the more intense moments. All of this makes the game one of the most memorable and well-executed adventures of its generation. In 15th place, Red Dead Redemption 2 delivers one of the deepest narratives ever seen in games. The story is carefully constructed, with memorable dialogues and a plot that touches on themes like loyalty, morality, and survival. Every open-world environment was created with impressive attention to detail, offering landscapes that range from frozen mountains to bustling cities. Everything in this universe feels alive. The gameplay mechanics offer a rich and immersive approach. Combat is tense and strategic, while moments of exploration highlight interaction with the environment. Optional activities like hunting and fishing are not just add-ons, but integral parts that enrich the journey. Every action taken affects the world around you, creating a dynamic journey that keeps the player engaged. The way the game combines narrative, gameplay, and setting is one of its greatest triumphs. The pacing of the story, combined with the relationships built along the way, creates memorable moments. Visually stunning and with a soundtrack that complements each scene, this game stands as one of the most ambitious and well-executed works in the genre. In 16th place, The Last of Us is a work that redefined how stories can be told in games. The plot is deeply emotional, addressing themes of loss, resilience, and human connection in a devastated world. Every setting contributes to the narrative, from ruined urban environments to desolate landscapes, reinforcing the feeling of struggling for survival with every step. The gameplay combines tension and strategy, with moments that require stealth and others that thrust the player into direct, intense confrontations. Interaction with the environment is essential, whether it's for finding resources or planning approaches in critical situations. This dynamic creates a constant sense of danger, but also a sense of reward when creative solutions lead to success. The strength of the game lies in how the characters and story intertwine naturally. The emotional impact is amplified by impeccable art direction and a soundtrack that marks each moment. This balance between narrative, mechanics, and setting solidifies its position as one of the best games ever made, delivering something both captivating and memorable. In 17th place, Dishonored offers a unique approach to the action stealth genre, placing the player in a world where choices have real weight. The setting blends dark fantasy and steampunk elements, creating an environment that's as captivating as it is dangerous. The narrative unfolds interactively, allowing decisions made along the way to directly impact the story's outcome. The skill system is at the heart of the game, offering a range of powers and tools that encourage creativity in solving challenges. From stealthily crossing environments to facing enemies head-on, the player has the freedom to choose their style. Each map was designed to offer multiple paths, ensuring that no approach is ever the same. The atmosphere is reinforced by art direction that highlights the world's decay and mystery, while the sound design heightens tension in each mission. The combination of flexible narrative, varied mechanics, and fascinating world design makes this game a unique and memorable adventure for anyone looking for something beyond the conventional. In 18th place, Cyberpunk 2077 transports the player to a dystopian future full of tension, ambition, and inequality. The city is a spectacle of verticality, where skyscrapers house the powerful, while narrow, decaying streets reveal the daily struggle of those living on the margins. Every corner holds emergent stories, hidden secrets, and captivating characters, making exploration always rewarding. Customization is one of the pillars that make the game unique. From cybernetic implants that enhance abilities to dialogue choices that affect alliances and outcomes, the player shapes their experience deeply. The missions don't follow a linear pattern, allowing varied approaches that adapt to the player's style, whether through stealth, firepower, or creative technological solutions. The internal conflicts of the characters and the ethical dilemmas presented are another highlight. The narrative provokes reflections on humanity and progress, pushing the player to question decisions and motivations. With detailed graphics and a world that responds to your actions, this game offers an intense journey where every choice seems to have a true impact on the unfolding events. In 19th place, The Walking Dead brought an innovative approach by combining interactive storytelling with choices that truly matter. The story is the heart of the game, guiding the player through moments of tension, sacrifice, and hope in an apocalyptic world. Every decision made not only alters the course of events, but also defines the bonds formed between characters. The highlight is how the plot unfolds through interactions. Emotion-filled dialogues, moral dilemmas, and unexpected twists make each chapter memorable. The sense of urgency, heightened by the timers on choices, creates a level of immersion that's hard to find in other games. Here, it's not about combat skills, but about empathy and judgment under pressure. The visual design, with an aesthetic reminiscent of comics, reinforces the impact of the narrative. Facial expressions and details in the scenes are carefully crafted to convey every nuance of the story. This game proves that a game can move and impact without relying on complex mechanics, standing out as one of the most memorable works in the interactive gaming era. Next, we have a game that immerses the player in the heart of the 1940s, with its dark streets, old cars, and a dense atmosphere of crime and corruption. Playing as someone drawn into the Mafia underworld, the gameplay is marked by an engaging narrative where fear and loyalty intertwine with every choice. The tension rises as you navigate between explosive actions and moments of pure strategy, where every move counts. The gameplay also reflects this complexity, providing the player with a balance between frantic action and moments of pure reflection. Intense chases through the city streets, combined with the need to make quick decisions during confrontations, make each mission unique. And the best part is the sense of immersion the game provides, where every corner hides a new possibility or danger. The real magic lies in how it recreates the city, with its rich setting and immersive atmospheres. Every neighborhood, every street feels alive, breathing the tension of a city dominated by crime. The low street lights, the distant hum of car engines, and even the character dialogues create a unique gameplay, with a simple act of driving or walking through the streets gains a sense of purpose. Every corner hides secrets, and every building seems to carry the story of those who live there. So, tell me, which of these games have you had the chance to play? And which one left the most lasting impression on you? Also, let me know which game you believe every gamer should play. The one that simply can't be missed. Leave your answers in the comments, share your stories and tips, and help us discover new games that deserve to be among the best. And if you can, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you stay updated with all the latest and never run out of something to play. A big hug, enjoy your gameplay, and see you tomorrow.